Good afternoon, Deputy Commissioner. Thank you so much for your testimony. I actually wanted to raise a couple of questions. I'm just going to read them off to you, and hopefully you can comment on them. The first has to be about raise the age. I was wondering if there's any data that DCJS has in regards to raise the age and the impact of cases that have gone to family court. And I didn't get a chance to mention this with the court administration earlier, but I was hoping that maybe you can nudge this a little too. It's in regards to that question. We were waiting for Staten Island to get upgrades to our family court building. And I think this would be, there's supposed to be some funding that's been in place since 2017, and it hasn't been allocated yet and hasn't moved forward. So I'm hoping that you can nudge a little on that. And the second part that I wanted to ask about was about the legalization of the potential legalization of marijuana. With my prior experience in the NYPD, two of the concerns that I really have is the driving while impaired. And I know that there's no real testing right now. So I'm hoping that we can incorporate a DRE type program. And I know that it's very expensive to train those officers. Just to put it into perspective for my colleagues and anyone that's listening, New York City has 35,000 police officers approximately, and there's only 16 DREs, drug recognition experts, covering the whole city. But that's for anyone that's actually under arrest for driving while under the influence. So then that the testing would be done afterwards. I'm looking for something that would be more along the lines of on the street recognition. The NYPD has a program operated by Sergeant Snyder and Police Officer Kessler from their highway unit that does a modified DRE program. It's a 4-hour class that I think would really help if we are really going to potentially legalize adult use marijuana. It should be done in a responsible way, and that's part of the issue. Some of the other things that I have concerns about is the black market trade on the street. One of the first homicides that I dealt with as a rookie sergeant in East Flatbush was a young 16-year-old man who was shot in the chest and succumbed to his injuries. I was leaning over him as he passed, and I found out that later on that it was in connection to a weed location, a marijuana location, a fight over turf. So these are the things that we really have to address and be mindful of. The other thing is under 21 driving with marijuana. Hopefully that we can coordinate with the Department of Motor Vehicles to ensure that anyone under 21 that operates a vehicle while under the influence will have an administrative hearing and potentially lose their license for a suspension like they do with alcohol. So thank you so much for listening in. If you can get back to me with those answers, because I think my time is up.
I will do that. And we do share a common background. I spent 22 years prosecuting homicide cases.
Thank you, sir.